So welcome everyone to PAFR Season 5 Round 2 for the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. This is just the pre-race show. It's gonna be a short one today, but we are gonna go out as last weekend to do a quick lap around the Saudi Arabian track here at Jeddah. We're not gonna do a fast lap, it's just to do a quick review of the track. We are now driving the Haas car, as it's the car from our race winner from last weekend, Abel Souk, in Bahrain, after a really crazy and eventful race. But here we come into the final corner, coming into the main straight, a place where overtaking is really easy if you get a good slipstream and the DRS. The slipstream and DRS on the main straight is really powerful. Then we come into turn 2 and out of turn 3, a place that can be kind of tricky when on exit of the corner you can go into a wall if you lose the car there. Now one of the trickiest parts of the track, this S section in sector 1, which you have to nail perfectly and fast at the same time if you want to gain the most time as possible here, but at the same time not crash into the wall. Coming into the start of Sector 2, not a so tricky part of the track where we had the DRS zone on last year's game, but not now anymore. Coming to a tricky right-hander. You can see I missed a bit the corner there and I'm got the lap time invalidated, but of course we are not trying to push on this lap, just trying to do a quick review of the track. Now the new DRS zone that wasn't here on last year's race. A quick left-hander here for the exit into the final straight with another DRS zone that you have to play really strategically, because you don't really want to overtake someone here, as he will get the DRS back for the main straight and will get probably past you again into turn 1 on the main straight. And that is a lap around the Saudi Arabian track at the Jeddah Street Circuit. So now we are gonna jump into the race lobby after already having had our track review at Jeddah. Gonna make a quick review of the final race, a really crazy and eventful one. Had Abel Souk starting on pole, Cool Guy in second place. Abel Souk got a terrible start on the start of the race. Sorry for being redundant. Then Darnus Abyss took the lead of the race on first laps, but then dropped a bit on the pace. Cool Guy catch Abel Souk, he overtake Abyss as well. Started pulling away a gap, but then a lot of strategy mistakes from the Williams and Mercedes driver. Cool Guy, after his pit stop, fall into a lot of traffic because of a spinner coming out of the pit lane, then spun again. Abel Souk did a really aggressive medium soft strategy, which at the end gave him the win, but on the a bit more used hard tires, Cool Guy started catching Abel Souk on the final laps, and possibly if there were 2 more laps on that race, Cool Guy possibly would have won it. So difference at the end was around 1.5 seconds, if I remember correctly. So Cool Guy definitely seemed to be the fastest man on track, but Abel Souk was the most consistent one and the one that got the right strategy at the end. But today, coming into Saudi Arabia, totally different track from what we had last weekend. It's gonna be an interesting race to see. Street circuit, aggressive corners where you have to push the limit and at the same time be really extremely careful to not end up hitting the wall. We are getting our first comments in the commentary box, which I'm quickly gonna go and read. It's coming from PAFR Ashton. same as last weekend. Says got a qualifying, so I'ma chill here while that happens. Oh, alright, so I'm still gonna be oh no, he's here in the lobby. Kinda different PSN from his YouTube account. Ash. Then we have Evelsuk says, hey mate, hello back Evelsuk, our race winner from last weekend at Bahrain. Now looking to try and get a new winner, though it's gonna be kinda difficult, you know, cool guys there, it's really fast, but yeah, definitely gonna keep an eye on the championship leader today on the Haas team. Now, Jaggerman is his new teammate I see, as I think Vintage Race is not gonna be racing anymore, sadly. And then we have a message from Luke who says, coming back to D2, what a nice joke, mate. Saw your podium last weekend in Bahrain in Division 1, so I think people don't really want you here back anymore, mate. You're gonna smash the field again. Yuri says, good morning. Good morning. Yeah, it's actually really early for me. Here it's 4 a.m., 4:30 a.m. almost here in Peru. So thank you. Good morning, mate. Berg says, Chromad. I guess it's for the win. Sorry, I'm not an expert on abbreviations, but it's FTW. I guess it's for the win. So PFR Ashton says Jaggerman and Formula Ash each have quali bands. Alright, so the other Haas driver is gonna be starting from the back today, which is definitely not what the team wants, but it's 25 laps on Jeddah Street Circuit. A lot of things can happen. You know, it's a circuit where we can have a lot of safety cars and all that stuff. So yeah, it's not hard if you keep it calm and consistent to make a fight back starting last here in Jeddah. So still can be a really good points for the Haas team today. We'll see. It's gonna be hopefully a better race than what we have last weekend. And last weekend was a really fun one. Remember those 7 cars all together at one moment of the race? Possibly the best scene from last weekend race at Bahrain. A lot of things, including my DNF, says Ashton, starting soon. We have 4 minutes to go. Sorry that we didn't have pre-race interviews this time, but yeah, I kind of started a bit late. I think I should have started maybe a bit earlier on the pre-race show. Unless we're gonna have to make a lot of extra questions, that I thought maybe could be the same case this weekend, but I think I might have should have started maybe a bit 5 minutes earlier or something, but it's all fine. It's all fine. Still having a good resume at what was last weekend was. Well, definitely drivers should start jumping in the lobby at this point because we have only 15 and we have 3 minutes to go in theory. Comment from Yuri says, comment Suk for the win. 17 drivers, we are still waiting on 3. I don't see 17 drivers, we have only 15. I also have to say, sadly, we don't have Connell's not alongside with me today due to lack of commentators for Tier 1, so we had to split. For today, I'm gonna be, as always, your main Division 2 commentator, like I have been for all these last, what, months? Almost more than a year, 1 year and a half. So yeah, always happy to be in this division. Really enjoyable and close one to watch. Yeah, I was trying to maybe get a quick pre-race interviews. I thought we'll still wait for the 4 guys remaining, but no, we are starting still. So that's the end of the pre-race show. Now we're gonna go with the main stuff here in the short qualifying. So welcome everyone to round 2 of PAFR Season 5, supported by SpecCon. We are now at the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix at the Jeddah Street Circuit for what is supposed to be one of the trickiest races of the season in a really aggressive track with a lot of fast corners and at the same time really close to the wall corners, which you have to nail perfectly to go fast, but at the same time try to avoid the walls, hitting into the walls, which is gonna be tricky as drivers will try to look into all the limits as possible to go as fast as they can, but to stay apart from crashing into a wall and making this a DNF show. So 16 drivers today, which I wasn't expecting at all, as we've always seen in this PFR story. Got almost every race a full grid, or if not 19 drivers, but 16 drivers kind of a surprise for me. But still, it's a decent number for a fun race, fun and entertaining race. Just hopefully we'll see most of these guys completing the race like we saw in Bahrain last weekend, as many times remember last season we have a lot of DNFs, but this time we've started in the opposite in a really good result for the first race in terms of consistency. Around 18 drivers, if I'm not wrong, finished the race out of 20, so that's good, completely good. The man now leading the championship, Evil Sook, has already started, I think, yeah, he's already started his first line lap, coming into the S section of the track. You can see almost cutting that corner, coming into the start of the S section, down into 6th gear, now goes really wide. He's not gonna invalidate, but he's gonna lose massive amount of time. He's gonna go a bit wider all over the curve, but still keeping 4 wheels on track, not invalidating his flying lap. Down into 5th gear, quickly up into, no, down into 4th gear, sorry, quickly up into 5th gear. Up into 6th gear now, 7th gear for Evil Sook, now gonna come into the fast right-hander. Taking all by the outside curve, going a bit deep there, I think. 6th gear, 7th gear into the new DRS zone at the end of sector 2. Fast left-hander there, down into 6th gear and goes once again wide, and he's gonna invalidate this time, and he's gonna back off, aboard the lap completely because there is no more reason to keep pushing. Oh, and he hits the wall now, and that is a front win off for Evil Sook, which, well, he's now gonna dive into the pit lane. He still had to dive into the pit lane anyway because I guess fuel wasn't enough as well, so there comes Evil Sook into the pit lane. Finally, it wasn't really the best lap he could do at all. So yeah, kind of a test lap we could call it for Evil Sook. We're now gonna go with Elch driving the Red Bull. I think the man that staked those medium tires last weekend for around 22 laps, and I think got a puncture on the penultimate lap. Following Elch into the end of sector 2, Berg sets the fastest time is 31.7, which I think is not a good lap at all. For Jeddah, the fastest time should be around a 27 or 28 low or 27 high, I think. Here comes Elch coming into the final corner. Gonna take all the outside curve now into the inside curve, up into 4th gear really quickly on the exit of the corner. Keeping really good traction out of it, coming into the line, and it's gonna be a 29.9, which is almost 2 seconds faster than Berg's time. As I was saying, Berg's time wasn't good at all, but still I think far from the time you wanna get on this track. Here comes Richo into the line, and it's gonna set a 30.8, which is 1 second slower than Elch. Chromat now goes second fastest with a 30.1. Only 2 times lower than Elch there, up into P2. Only four drivers have set a time at this point. Following now Angel, who I know as Echoed for long ago, but this guy is new to the league. I don't remember him from. Yeah, it's one of their new drivers. Sets a 29.2, really fast time there compared to the other ones. But here comes Angel into the line, and it's just a P5. It's 31.1. Echoed definitely not on the pace at all this season. He had a decent pace on the last game, I think, on the first season of on the 2021 game, but then started dropping a lot on the pace, and well, look, now it's really not good at all. It's a 31.1, definitely not what you want to see. So I guess he'll need to do some more laps on the game, take some more time to practice if he wants to catch up on the leader's pace. Currently a bit, well, more than a bit far behind from the leading pack. We have now gonna go with Cool Guy, who is the man that demonstrated to be the fastest but not the most consistent last weekend at Bahrain. Now coming into the S section, cutting almost there all the corner in 4th gear, up into 6th gear really quickly and staying into 6th gear into the S section, not missing the corner at all. Looking at really good traction out of these corners. A lot of easy, taking it really easy on the corners there. Taking all the outside curve down into 4th gear for the corner, not going really quickly up onto 5th gear. Now he does, and takes the corner really wide there. And now he's gonna go into a fast right-hander, going even up into 8th gear there, which I wouldn't do that. I would have stayed into 7th gear to get better traction out of the corner, but he decided to go 1 gear up there into that corner. Now coming into a fast left-hander to start sector 3. Purple sector 2 for Cool Guy there. Coming into the final straight. And now into the final corner, taking it all the way by the outside down into 3rd gear and taking all of the inside curve. They're now bouncing into the outside curve and coming into the line, and it's gonna set a 28.7. That's 5 tenths faster than Pick in 2nd place. And once again, Cool Guy demonstrated to be the fastest man on track. Well, at least only by now, because we are still more than half the grid to set our lap on this qualifying session. We're gonna go with Hara, a driver that, well, no, not at all. He's already messed up this lap, so Ebelsuk is in the pit lane. He, I think, has invalidated once again and is coming in for a new set of soft tires. We're gonna go with our good league owner Arin here, driving on the Red Bull that had a really disappointing race last weekend on Bahrain. A man that knows what is to win a race. He won at Imola last season in Season 4 in F1 2021. Then was always there trying maybe in the top places, in the top 10 most races, but last weekend race, well, I have to say, was a total disaster for our league owner. Now, Idmai does sets a 29.0, which is a good time. He's only 2 tenths behind the Cool Guy, so in the race pace he should be there if it continues like it is. Arin setting a purple sector 2, but many times that is not true. It's just a glitch of the game, so we'll have to wait to the end of his lap. Yeah, as I was saying, last weekend race for Arin was a total disaster. And let's see if he can bounce back today on Saudi Arabia. Oh, he goes really deep into that corner. He's gonna miss the braking point a bit there. Might cost him a couple of attempts there in that final corner. And now coming into the line, and it's a 29.8, up into P4, but on the time it's really far behind from the leading pack. More than 1 second lower than Cool Guy there, but at least he says he puts himself up into P4. Yeah, I have to remember that Jagerman and Ash both have qualifying bans, so it will only be 14 people setting laps today. Ebelsuk is on an outlap right now. We are gonna have to keep an eye on the championship leader, the man that won in Bahrain. Not by being the fastest, but by being the smartest and keeping it on track at every moment, doing the right strategy. We'll see what he can do today on a tricky track like Jeddah. Still about to start his flying lap, and hasn't set a time yet because he's messed up already 2 flying laps. He is gonna try and get the better exit possible to start his flying lap, and there he goes. We're gonna follow an onboard lap with Ebelsuk. Into the main straight we go. start of the lap, coming into turn 1, and is gonna go all the way by the outside down into 3rd gear for the turn 2 and turn 3. Quickly up in gears into 7th gear, and now into turn 4. He's gonna almost cut a corner, but he hits the wall there. Hits the wall, hopefully no damage from him. He's trying to go to the limit on this flying lap. He is gonna now really good tracking out of the S section. He is got not possibly the best section. He had to slow down a bit there, put a bit of braking there into the exit of that corner. I saw might have cost him a bit of time there. Now getting a really good exit out of this corner up into 7th gear. He's gonna stay in 7th gear. I think that would be the recommendable thing. Yes, he does. Now down into 5th gear, nailing perfectly the corner there. Into a new DRS section. Down into 6th gear for the fast left-hander. Purple sector 2 for Ebelsu. We never know if that's true or not. Going all by the inside of the track, all over the inside curves, and now going quickly to the outside to take the final corner. Also cutting the curve on the inside, bouncing back into the outside for the exit of the final corner. And there he goes. What is going to be the time set by Ebelsu? It's a 29.2. 29.2 for Ebelsu, 5 tenths lower than Cool Guy, 2 tenths lower than It My Does, and this leading battle starts to get really interesting with 5 minutes to go. So we have now, sorry I took a little break there, we have, still can't see the timer due to the yellow flag. 2 minutes to go toward the end of this qualifying session. Pig now, sorry I missed that completely. Pig set the fastest lap of the qualifying session till now. It's 28.6, 1/10 faster than Cool Guy. But Cool Guy is on an out lap now, trying to go for his final run. Is Pig now also going out for his final run as well? Evelsuk is also on an out lap. Drivers preparing themselves for their final runs each on this qualifying session with 1.5 minutes to go. We're getting more comments in the commentary box, which I will read after the qualifying session is over. But now we are gonna follow Ben, who is just started a... No, he's not started a flying lap, I think it's an in lap. We're gonna follow Aring now, that started a new and final flying lap on the Red Bull. Coming into turn 4, he's gonna go down into 3rd gear for the corner. That's really low in gears there for that corner. 5th gear, 6th gear, trying to get really good traction out of this, but he has to slow down a bit there. I think not the fastest take in of the SS. Goes a bit wide, but the game doesn't invalidate his time. Now coming already to the end of sector 1, start of sector 2, down into 3rd gear. Aring going low in gears into some corners that normally you wouldn't do. Up into 7th gear, now is gonna go fast right-hander down into 4th gear once again, going lower in gears than you normally would do. Have only 20 more seconds to go on this session. We are gonna get to the end of qualifying, coming into the fast left-hander down into 4th gear for Aring. He's gonna invalidate, and there's a tire in the middle of the track. Thankfully, Ghosting is on, and that didn't cause any trouble for Aring there. And It My Does, I think, has been unable to start his final flying lap, or I don't know. Ben retires from the session. Evelsuk starts his final flying lap, but he's invalidated as well, so that is gonna be it for him. Cool Guy looking for his final flying lap, but I think he's messed up that already, so it might be already a pick pole position today. Going with Cool Guy now into the fast left-hander final sector, improving 2/10 into sector 2. Actually, he's done an improvement, but Pig is also on a flying lap. He's lower, I think, into sector 1. Evelsuk retires from the session. Here comes Cool Guy into the final corner and into the line. Can he take pole position for the first time this season, or is it gonna be a Pig pole position today? Cool Guy comes into the line into 28.5, but we are still missing Pig, but he invalidates. Pig invalidates in the fast left-hander on the final sector, so that is gonna be a Cool Guy pole position today for the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. Now I'm gonna read the comments in the commentary box. No, there was actually not something really important. It was just about the number of drivers we had and 1:30 left. That was with the timer. So, well, you can see how close it is between the two leaders, Cool Guy and Pig. And then we have It My Dust and Evelsuk a bit far behind, but I think both weren't able to complete their final run. So maybe in the race pace they are gonna be closer, but we'll have to see. So I'm back, sorry I left you once again, taking a little break while we wait for the race to start, already in the formation lap. And we are now gonna go with the strategy from every of these drivers. Let's see what they have picked. So we have kind of split grid on the mediums, on the hard tires. Cool Guy on the mediums, Pick on the mediums. It might us once again, like in Bahrain, starting on the hards. Evelsuk starting on the mediums. Eljan Cromat on the hards. Ben on the mediums. Arin on the mediums. Kels on the hards. Womax on the mediums. Work on the mediums. Angel on the hards. Rich on the mediums. Haras on the mediums. Jagerman on the mediums. And Formula Ash on the hards. And on this track, despite Bahrain that the medium soft worked, this track I think the recommended strategy is gonna be definitely 100% the medium hard or hard medium. I think there's no variation from that. Don't really think a medium soft will work around here. The softs are gonna be useless after a couple of laps, couple of short laps. So yeah, I think the medium hard is gonna be the best way to go. Let's read some of the last comments in the comment section. It's just one from Ashton who says, "Good luck, prepare your best line for when I crash out." Well, we'll see if that actually happens or not, if you actually crash out or not. But anyway, I'm expecting a really fun race today, as I was saying, in Saudi Arabia. Drivers are gonna take their spots on the grid. Cool Guy starts on pole. Pig starts in second place. It might dust in third. Evelsuk in fourth. Who didn't get a good start at all last weekend. Can he get a good start this weekend? Starting on P4. RMXTT says, "Come on, Cool Guy." Cool Guy fan. Driver mate. So, well, man is starting on pole. Let's see what you can do starting from the best position you can on the grid. Light's gonna come out at any moment now. And it's lights out and away we go. And Cool Guy's got a good start. Pick hasn't got a good start at all. And Idmaidas is trying already to get past him. We already have some contact there into turn 1. Evelsuk did get a good start this time, but he's been put a bit under pressure by Edge. But now Ben gets ahead of Edge. Well, definitely what had to happen on the medium tires. Edge losing traction, not getting grip at all on those hard set of tires. Backing up the pack a bit there. Cool Guy leads 9/10 ahead of Pig. Oh, and there's an incident there. That is Ben falling down into last place. Angel also losing places there. And Evelsuk's fall down into P15. Evelsuk's got the worst start of all due to an incident. Lose 11 places and not a good start of the race at all for our championship leader. So Cool Guy leads 1.1 seconds ahead of already from Pig. Then comes Itmaidas 1.2 seconds behind. Elgin in third place, 3 seconds behind Itmaidas. He didn't get the temperature on those tires at all. On that first sector, he's already been put a bit under pressure by his teammate Arin, who's getting closer and should get past soon on those faster compound of tire. But also, Arin has been put under even more pressure from Womax into the final corner. Now can Womax think about a move into turn 1 here? He's gonna have his slipstream, but it's not easy at all to overtake without the DRS. Cool Guy leads, but look at that, Pick is already shortened the gap into less than a second. But now, once again, Cool Guy opens the gap there. 1 second behind Pick. Then comes Itmaidas, but on the hard tires. So Itmaidas keeping a good pace on those hard set of tires. Despite, obviously from Edge, he was able to get those tires in temperature really quickly. And has kept the pace with the leaders. Now, sitting there on P3, let's see what Itmaidas can do later on this race on those hard set of tires, if it can pay off later for him to try and fight for the win of this race. Cool Guy leads from pick from Eat My Dust, then comes Elch, then comes Arin, who is being put under pressure by Womax, as I said. Oh, and there's a spinner, that's Skells. Skells is in the wall. Skells in the wall, thankfully not a DNF. Not a race-ending mistake, but it's lose a lot of places down into P13. I'm gonna go with tires, that is more interesting than the position to change. So Cool Guy leads 1.1 ahead of Pick on the medium tire, both of them on the medium tires. Then comes Eat My Dust, then comes Elch, then comes Arin, who is... wonder if there are gonna be any team orders here due to Arin being on the faster tire, but Elch has also done a good job to stay ahead of Arin, even on those slower set of tires, so maybe there's not gonna be any team orders between the Red Bull drivers as a pace sim, similar between the two of them. Jaggerman's done a really good fight back. As I was saying, if you take it patiently on this track, you can fight back even starting from the back. And look, started last or P15, I don't remember correctly, but it's now already up into P8 after only 3 laps, less than 3 laps. So DRS has already been enabled. We are gonna start seeing the first attacks on this race. Here comes Womax at the back of Arin on the AlphaTauri. 4 tenths behind, but Arin also has Elch DRS. Definitely Arin doesn't seem to have the pace his teammate has, even with the slower compound of tire. Have a yellow flag on sector 2, that is a McLaren of Richo. And Cool Guy keeps extending the gap there in the lead. Is now a 1.6 gap. Look at the nice view of Yet. I always like this view a lot from that final straight. Oh, and that is an Alpha in the wall. That is Haras. Down into last place by far. Evelsook had to pit for a new set of tires, hard tires. Got involved in some incident in the final lap, in the last lap. Yellow flag, that is Haras again. We have Cool Guy comfortably leading the race, 1.8 ahead of Pick. Eat My Dust, 3.7 seconds behind. I think he's even losing time to Elch. Yeah, the gap was before 3 seconds, now it's almost 2 seconds only. Then Womax in P5, Arin on P6, Berg on P7. Jaggerman comes on P8, Angel on P9. There's not much of a battle on track. We can say we have the battle well between Elch, Womax, and Arin. Now once again, Eat My Dust stretches the distance to 2.7 between him and Elch. Definitely Eat My Dust not on the pace of the front 2 runners, but also because, well, he's on the hard tire, so it's kind of understandable. Now the thing is if he can find the pace on the mediums later on this race. Well, the overcut might be there, but really far behind actually from the leaders for think about even an overcut. And yeah, that's the nice view I was talking about. Look at that nice view from Jetta. All those designs and all that stuff. I really enjoy it. Oh, and there's Formula Ash. He said he would spin and actually has done his crash, but he's still in this race. So it's not too bad. And here comes Womax, who already made a move on Arin, and now is going on the move for Elch into turn 1, but Elch has the inside line and try and defend this move, but Womax gets the move done there by the outside, but Elch is trying to fight it back into turn 4. Elch has the inside, but Womax getting the best straight line speed and the best exit out of the corner, now takes the place and now might start pulling away from both Red Bull drivers as he is in the faster compound of tire. Elch cuts the corner there. Might have, oh, and Jaggerman's crash, that's our first DNF of the race, and that is a safety car. Safety car is out on track. Sadly for Jaggerman, because he was doing a really good race. As I was saying, he started from the back, fighted back a lot of places into the middle of the field, but finally ended up crashing sadly. And that is gonna be our first DNF of the race, and is gonna bring our first safety car of the race as well. And this might complicate guys as Eat My Dust and Elch that started on the hard set of tires and now are not gonna be able to stop and try and go to the end. Think that might be tried by Cool Guy Pig and everyone else on the medium set of tires. Let's see what the strategy is gonna be now, or if they actually are not gonna come into the pit lane at all. Here comes Cool Guy into the final corner. Is he gonna dive into the pit lane? Yes, he is. He's coming into the pit lane for a fresh set of hard tires for sure. Pig is definitely gonna have to follow, and Eat My Dust has no other option but to stay out. Womack is coming into the pit lane as well. Elge stays out as well. Arnin, Birkin, Angel, no other option but to stay out. Same as Eat My Dust and Elge. Can Angel take P3 of the race? Now is the question. No, Cool Guy is already out on P3. Angel only able to make it into P4, just ahead of Pig. Kels also stayed out on the hard tires. Then Womax, Arn, Burke, Ben all came in for a fresh set of hard tires. Richo stays on the medium tires. Sorry, he's gone out inside a pit lane to go for hards. Ebelsuk is staying out on used hard tires. Richo coming out behind. Chromat in for fresh medium tires, and Ash on fresh medium tires as well. And finally Haras, I don't know what he's gonna do, but he's really far in the distance. So I'm gonna take a little break once again, expecting the safety car. That's gonna take a bit of a while, so I'm gonna be back in a 1 minute, 2 minutes. So I'm back, maybe a bit earlier than I expected to be, or I don't know, because there is still a whole lap to complete with the safety car. So I'm gonna quickly go and read some of the comments, if we've got some new comments in the commentary box. Comment from Ashton, who says saved by the safety car. Well, that's actually true, because the race seemed completely lost before that, and then the safety car came out, and well, you're back in the pack at least, and we'll see what you are capable of doing in the coming laps. It's gonna be an interesting restart, also knowing that Cool Guy should be the fastest one on there. And he has two guys that he should be overtaken, but might not be overtaken really early. So we'll see what happens. It might does an edge, also might give the arrest to each other, and maybe Cool Guy won't be able to overtake, but also Cool Guy has the pace advantage and the tire advantage too. So many things that can happen in this restart, and yeah, of course there's always the carnage factor. We can't have carnage on the restart, hopefully not, but no, it's Saudi Arabia, it's Jeddah. Those things are kinda normal around this track. And now safety car should be going out on this lap. Yeah, green flag already. The safety car is gonna dive into the pit lane, and we are gonna get restarted with this race. Eat My Dust will lead the pack into the final corner. How good can Eat My Dust restart be? In the final corner, still hasn't go full throttle. Now he goes full throttle. Eat My Dust does a really decent restart there. And oh, I also didn't realize there was a back marker there in the middle. So yeah, even easier to do a good restart there from Eat My Dust, having a back marker in the middle. Elge still not able to overtake him. Well, that might be kind of annoying. I think he should respect blue flags and let everyone by. Well, unless you think he's gonna lap himself, but still. Oh, and he spun and is in the wall. Back marker spins and crashes there. Now Elge has lost the arrest from Eat My Dust completely. Cool Guy there, almost close to losing the car there. And look at Elge now trying to hold Cool Guy there into the next corner. He's still capable of doing it. Let's see if he can keep this up for the coming laps. Elge is trying to close a bit the gap there on Eat My Dust. Here comes Cool Guy trying to go there, looking for a gap where he can try and get past Elge, but still unable to find one. Oh, and they make contact. Oh no! Oh, what was that? What on earth was that? What on earth was that? Definitely that's gonna be in the top of the highlight for this race when I do them, because look at that, the car just went completely over. The Mercedes went over the Red Bull, and then suddenly he was ahead. I guess it was some lag moment, because I can't find another explanation. If not, what was that? The Mercedes going over the Red Bull car, and well, that leaves Cool Guy ahead. And here comes Pig down the inside of Angel into turn 1 into the main straight. But is he gonna back up? He's gonna send it down the inside. No, he sends the move down the inside, and Angel can't do anything to defend about it. Eat My Dust leads 1 second ahead of Cool Guy, but Cool Guy definitely under fresher tires. He's gonna be at the back of Eat My Dust, going into the S section, really close to touching the wall there, but saving it at the end. Look at the difference of traction Cool Guy is getting compared to Eat My Dust. Eat My Dust can't really do anything about it. This seems to be served for Cool Guy. Seems to be a Cool Guy race, Cool Guy win, unless there's some crazy stuff that happens. Here comes Burke and Ebelsuk fighting in the midfield. Oh, and the Mercedes driver goes a bit into a wall there. Now this is a place to Ebelsuk. Ebelsuk up into P10. Definitely needs... It's now gonna be a damage limitation race for Ebelsuk, our championship leader. looking to save all the possible points he can today. Now at the moment he's losing the championship lead against Cool Guy. But there's still more than half the race to go, so many things can happen. Now Evilsuk trying to go side by side with Ben there into the final straight. Look at the move there. There was not much room, but he find a place there and is trying to attack into the final corner. There goes down the inside. Gets the move done on Ben, but now getting on the exit of the corner, almost close to banging wheels, but finally the space was enough for both drivers to fit in there. But now Ben is gonna have a counter attack on Evilsuk. Womax is also getting past Kels there on fresher tires. And look at the move from Chrome. Oh, when he dives down the inside of Evilsuk, and that might be a broken front wing for the Haas driver. We don't know yet. But that was a massive dive on there from Chromar into turn 1, who now gets ahead of both the McLaren and the Haas driver. Are in there battling hard also against Womax. Womax staying ahead at the moment, trying to go on Kels, who is on much older tires. Cool Guy still unable to overtake Eat My Dust, but now I think the DRS has already been enabled, so shouldn't be a hard move for the Mercedes driver. But well, we'll have to see defensive skills from Eat My Dust now at this point. Koga breathing in there at the back of Eat My Dust. He's gonna try and get the move now there here into the final straight. Yellow flag, that is the Alpha Male of Haas once again, who's in a terrible race today. And I think maybe a race after a long time. Look at this. Here comes Cool Guy. He's now sending it down the inside. But he wants the DRS. He wants the DRS and he gets the DRS. And it's now not gonna be a hard move at all for Cool Guy into turn 1. Not even into turn 1. In the middle of the stretch, he's already gonna be ahead of Eat My Dust. But Eat My Dust actually trying to fight this one. No, he's not find the space to do so. And that places Cool Guy in the lead of the race. And now can start pulling away on the distance. Yellow flag again from the Alfa Romeo driver Haras. Womax gets the first time penalty of the race. I think well, count in Haras. Evilsuk, I think we have broken front wing, trying to defend as hard as he can from Ben into turn 4. There goes Ben with much better traction. Yeah, I think definitely Evilsuk has wing damage from that move Chromat sent into turn 1. Cool Guy starts pulling away. Here comes Chromat on the outside of Arin. They almost close the banging wheels. Oh, and Chromat goes massively off the road there. Massively off the road. There was not enough space to go by the outside there and ended up. Oh, and Pick has left the session now. Lag out. Lag out from Pick. And that is gonna massively change there the battle for the podium, because yeah, that is gonna put it in hands maybe of Eat My Dust when he pits, or even Womax. Well, Womax actually not, because of the penalty. Has the podium even more complicated. And there's a spinner from Ben. Ben falls down into P14. Evilsuk unable to do anything on with that broken front wing, if I'm not wrong. Now Arin battling Womax here. An interesting train into the final corner. Arin locking tires there into the final corner. Now Womax on the back of Kels is still unable to get past him, but also because Kels has DRS on Angel. And there's a ghost car of that Spig. That Spig that he's gonna be overtaken hasn't been able to join the lobby back yet. Unfortunately, I am not able to invite him. Ben has retired. Ben has retired from the session, but where did that happen? Where did Ben retire? Well, yeah, I think I can't invite Pick to the lobby again. I haven't found out the way to do it yet, or I think it's simply not possible. I don't know if someone knows. Please tell me how to invite someone in this game, as there's not anymore the option like there was in F1 2021 and on all the previous games. Pix goes now falling down into 9th place, gonna be quickly overtaken by a lot of people in here. Kels at the back of Angel, trying still to get the move done. He's 3 tenths behind. Might be thinking about wanting to turn 1. Getting closer in the final corner like always. Pick has joined back. Pick has rejoined the lobby. Good to know that. But he is gonna be down in the distance in P9. No, actually, Kels is not trying to go for an overtake. No, he is now. No, it's not. It's not. Just trying to sit there and look at Aring now going all the way by the outside on Womax. Before turn 1 gets the move done. And now Aring might start trying to look for a move on the two guys ahead of him on older tires. Evelsuk battling against Pig that still hasn't retaken control of his car. So yeah, not battling really. Cool Guy leads 3 seconds ahead of Eat My Dust, not even using the CRS. He's no need to push, he feels comfortable to take easily this race win today. Unless some safety car or some crazy thing happens in the next part of this race. Pig has now finally taken control over his car once again, but he's now down into P12. Gonna try and get close into reach so Evelsuk, try to get past some of these guys. Now Aring at the back of Kels. He should try and get this move as soon as he can. He doesn't want to lose time on these guys with older tires. He's looking definitely for a podium today. And might even get the two of them into the main straight. Might even get the two of them into the main straight. We are going to follow Aring here. DRS open. He is trying to go down the inside. It might be a sandwich there. He gets past Angel, but can he get past Kels as well? No, he can't. He's gonna wait for one more lap to get past the Alfa Romeo driver. And after that, the podium seems to be on the bag. Even a P2 finish is really possible in here. Womack now is let pass by Angel, and Kulga gets a penalty. Kulga gets a penalty, and I have to say that's a really dumb one, because being far in the distance as you are, you definitely, the first thing you have to do is avoid penalties at every cost, as if there's a safety car, that's completely throws away all your job. Aring now on the slipstream of Kels is going to be looking for the move into turn 1 here. Yellow flag, that is Haras once again in the final corner. Too many mistakes from the Alpha driver. Now Aring getting closer into Kels, into the final straight. Haras gets a 5-second penalty for spinning in the pit lane, and he's retired in the pit lane. And here comes Aring, is gonna take the place, but no, Kels decides to dive it into the pit lane. He's gonna go for his first and only pit stop on this race for a set of medium tires for the final 10 laps. Aring now comfortably there, sitting on P4, is gonna now, and well, maybe trying to catch a bit the guys ahead of him. Elgin, Eat My Dust. He can be definitely aiming for a podium in here. Why not even for a win if there's a safety car? Oh, and there's a safety car. There's a safety car just when I said that. And well, now not for a win anymore, because he has Eat My Dust and Elch. They're just ahead, they're gonna come into the pit lane for fresh tires. Safety car out in lap 16 of the race. I'm not totally sure why was that. But 13 drivers remain on this race. Ash is into the pit lane once again. I think he still hasn't been lapped. Yeah, he still hasn't been lapped. So once again, that's gonna put him there all over the pack for the final laps of this race. Now is Cole gonna decide to come into the pit lane, or is he gonna stay out on those medium hard tires? Is he gonna prefer the track position, or is he gonna prefer to be on the faster compound until the end of the race? Also knowing that the drivers behind him are gonna pit as well. And Cool Guy is not pitting. Cool Guy is not pitting. And Eat My Dust definitely is gonna pit. Edge is gonna pit to both are, I guess, are gonna go for the medium tires to the end of the race. Arin stays out as well. No, Edge gone actually for the softs. Edge gone for the softs, and now this is gonna be really interesting because we are gonna see a lot of split strategies in here. And look at Evils who decides to stay out on 15 lap old hard tires. Pick also stays out on the hards, Rich on the hards as well. Eat My Dust is now on P6 on the mediums, and can he get past all the 5 guys he has ahead of him? Everyone else has decided to go for the softs. Edge, Womax, Chromat, Burke, Angel, Kels is on the mediums, and finally Ash is on the soft tires. So safety car is gonna be staying out for one more lap, and look at that Ash. Yeah, definitely nothing to lose. He's gonna go and pit for a bit fresher soft tires to maybe have a bit more of speed in the final laps. Yeah, there he goes. Definitely nothing to lose. Last on track. Oh no, he actually had a wing damage. He had wing damage, wing to replace. But anyway, nothing to lose. Gonna catch the pack right now really quickly. Okay, from P7 to P13, everyone is on the soft tires. Idmaidas is the only one on mediums in the middle of the field, and then the top three are on the top five, sorry, are on the hards. We are getting some comments in the commentary box, and yeah, it's gonna be a really crazy ending of the race because the fastest guys are gonna be behind, the slowest are gonna be ahead. Of course, they're gonna have the track position. Ashton says the race was so boring for me up until the safety car also had a little bit of damage. Alright. Well, actually, yeah, the race wasn't as fun as it would become after the first safety car, and now I'm expecting to be really fun and interesting to watch after this safety car, because yeah, we have the lowest guys theoretically should be slowest at front and the fastest behind. So yeah, we're gonna see a crazy sprint race till the end. Safety car is in this lap as it should be. And now Cool Guy is leading the pack into a restart of the race, into lap 20 of this race, and Arin is on this slipstream of Cool Guy there into turn 1. Now Cool Guy has a 3-second time penalty. Can Arin stick into the DRS, or at least into the 3 seconds in the remaining laps, and try to go for the win of this race? Idmaidas on the fresher and faster tires. What can he do against all the guys ahead of him? Where can he think about going for the move on this, guys? Cool Guy leads, Arin in second place. Look at that. Pick is getting all the way at the back of Evelsuk, down the inside, almost making contact there, but good move there by Pick if he managed to get it nice done and nice and clean. Down the inside, Evelsuk tries to hold it all the way by the outside, but it doesn't work. It doesn't work at all, and here comes Idmaidas on Richo, trying to get past the McLaren driver. He needs to clear these guys as fast as he can. He's thinking about aiming for a race win today. The guys on the soft tires haven't really shown to have the pace to fight really. Says that the softs aren't really that good here on this game, and they are gonna die really quickly. Look at Idmaidas all of the way at the back of Richo. He should be getting this move done before the lap ends. At least by the final corners, going all the way by the outside. If he doesn't overtake Richo, then it's a big trouble for Idmaidas then. Going all the way by the outside. Gets the move done nice and clean, but now Richo's still trying to fight it back. Still trying to fight it back in the main straight. Going side by side, but Idmaidas definitely gets the better exit and run out of the corner. Now up into P5. And yeah, it seems really unlikely that Arin is going to be able to win this race, because look how fast Cool Guys pull away the gap on him. And Richo's now fall down into P9. Richo falls down into P9. And look at Ash, he is managed to make up some places up into P10. He might be even scoring some points today on this race, why not? Now Idmaidas has to go for Evelsuk, and now Formula Ash gets a 5-second penalty. Yeah, Idmaidas is now gonna have to try and go for Evelsuk as fast as he can. Those medium tires, still hoping that he can try and chase Cool Guy, get into that 3-second gap and take the win away from him. He can at least try and overtake one driver per lap. That would be definitely good for him, but we'll see if it happens at the end or not. Coming down into the fast left-hander. Evelsuk is not getting good traction at all. Here comes Idmaidas. Should be an easy move, not a hard one at all. And now is trying to go all the way down the inside. Is he gonna send it? No. We're gonna wait for the main straight to go for a move on Evelsuk. And now he's gonna get it easily here before even turn 1. Look at the traction and the speed and the straight line he's getting. And Elge is also here. Elge is also attacking here. He can't even think about a move on Eat My Dust here into turn 1, but no, has to back up there. Arin, oh, and Edge gets a bit tough by Elsup there, I think. Arin there fighting against Pig. Eat My Dust now at the back of the top 2. He's definitely aiming for at least a P2 finish, if not something better. She should definitely be faster on those fresh medium tires. We'll see what is gonna be the final result of this race. Pig getting really close into Arin. Eat My Dust still unable to get into the DRS, but should be getting into the DRS really soon. Have definitely to give credit to Pig for saving the podium after... Oh no, actually might not be saving the podium. He falls down there, down into P4, and now it's Eat My Dust who will have the run on Arin. Yeah, now seems really complicated that Eat My Dust is gonna win this race, because even though he's there, I mean, Cool Guy is 5 seconds ahead, so subtracting around 2 seconds in the remaining laps is gonna be oh, but now Echo is out of the race. Echo is out, and that's a safety car. Safety car again with 3 laps to go, and that is gonna completely mess up Cool Guy now, who definitely has to be screaming right now at the game, totally mad, because that is gonna possibly end up his winning chances today. It's 3 laps to go. It's gonna be really difficult to build a gap again. Now the question is, when is the safety car gonna be going out? And I don't even want to imagine if the safety car decides to stay to the end of the race, but I think that doesn't happen. But if it does, then it might, Cool Guy can even lose the podium or something even worse. Now let's see if safety car is gonna go out on this lap, or if it's gonna wait till the final lap. No, safety car going out on this lap. Safety car is going out on this lap, so we're gonna have 2 laps of racing. So we can say the safety car actually only came out to mess up Cool Guy's race. Yeah, we can say it in easy words. But still, the question is, who is gonna be the winner today? Is it gonna be Cool Guy? Is it gonna be Aaron? Is it gonna be Eat My Dust? Can it even be Pig? Can it even be Elge? And now Cool Guy restarts the race, and look at the good run Eat My Dust has got on Aaron. Now he can try and go for the move down into turn 1. Aaron is gonna defend for his life, as he knows he is fighting here for a race win. Eat My Dust tries to maybe think of a move down the inside, but doesn't happen at the end. Look at the traction Eat My Dust is getting. He's gonna try and go for Aaron. Aaron is gonna try and defend as hard as he can. He knows he's going for the win today. He knows he has a chance, and Formula Ash is out of the race. Formula Ash is out of the race. No, he was doing a decent job till this point, at least on these final laps. And now he's out. Now is out of this race. Here comes Eat My Dust. So he's gonna send it down the inside. No, but he seems now to be the favorite to take the race win today. But you have to see also Cool Guys pulling away a 1.5 second gap already in only half of this lap. But Eat My Dust should have now the pace advantage because of the tire advantage. I'm sorry, to be more specific. And Eat My Dust should be thinking about the move on Aaron at any moment now. He should be getting it into turn 1, if not in the final corner. Look at the traction It My Dust is gonna get now. Aaron doesn't have traction at all. Here comes It My Dust into the final straight. Who is gonna break the latest in here? It's gonna be Aaron who breaks. He outbreaks himself, almost forcing It My Dust off the road there. And here comes It My Dust, final chance. If he wants to go for the win of this race, he needs to send it into turn 1. Is he gonna be capable of doing it? Yes, he does. He does. And is he able to keep the place? Yes, he does. It My Dust is up into second of the race, and that might be the race win for It My Dust. But he's 3 seconds behind Cool Guy now, but he's on faster tires. We have to see now who is gonna be the fastest in this final part of the road, of the track. Both pushing as hard as they can on those medium tires. Definitely It My Dust should be faster. 3.1 is the gap now with 2 sectors to go. Who is gonna be your race winner today? It My Dust should have the advantage, as I was saying, but Cool Guy has the pace advantage definitely in equal conditions, but It My Dust has the faster tires. But at the moment seems that Cool Guy will win this race, even with the older tires. What a job Cool Guy is doing at the moment. But we still have to wait. Still time to get into the line. 3.1 is the gap. Coming now into the final stages of this race. 3.0, 2.9, 2.8. It My Dust deploying all of his ERS. Here comes Cool Guy into the line, and seems at the end is gonna be a It My Dust race win. Cool Guy takes the finish line and finishes on P1, but it's gonna be It My Dust who will win on penalties the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. Cool Guy finishes in second place, 3 tenths behind. Pick finishes in third. Arvin finally drops from the podium. Elch finishes P5, Kels on P6, Rich on P7, Cromat on P8, and I didn't even have time to count all the other finishers on this race, but I saw Evolsu finish out of the points on P11. So I guess Cool Guy will now be the new championship leader, or even It My Dust might be the new championship leader, I'm not sure. So It My Dust, your race winner today. Cool Guy takes second, Pick in his debut finishes on the podium. Orin takes before a good comeback from our league owner. Eljon P5. And I'm gonna save the clip before I lose it for the highlights. Done. So Kels on P6, Rich on P7, Cromat on P8, Womas on P9, Burke on P10. And as I said, Evelsuk finished this race out of the points, which is a total disaster for who was, before this race, our championship leader. And Cool Guy still being the fastest, unable to win a race after the first 2 rounds. So, well, I'm gonna say goodbye now to all of you. It was a fun race to watch. Definitely much better, I think much better than the one on Bahrain. But before leaving, I'm gonna read the comments because I think we got some. So I'm gonna read the final comments and then I'm gonna say goodbye to all of you to meet back again in Australia, if I'm not wrong, next weekend. It's from ASR MXTT. Says, who has the fastest lap and what's the time? Oh, I completely missed that. I'm sorry. I was focused on the race itself, on the battle. So, sorry, mate. I don't know who got a fastest lap. But if you check the stream back, then you'll see who it was. PAFR Ashton says, Angel crashed. Yeah, and he says, oh, I'm depressed. Yeah, he threw away points today. ASR says, this is tense. And then says, cool guy robbed. Well, no, actually not robbed. I mean, it's... I'm gonna be honest, it was his fault because he was leading comfortably the race in like around 4 seconds with no one pushing on him behind, and he made a mistake of going too aggressive and cutting corners and getting that 3-second penalty. As I said, the first thing you have to do when you have a comfortable lead is avoiding penalties at every cost. And well, you know, safety cars are part of the game, so you never know when one might happen. So I wouldn't say it's actually getting robbed. It's just should have been more aware of not getting that time penalty, and well, it my DOS was the most consistent, and yeah, also got a bit of luck there with that safety car. So yeah, but I wouldn't say robbed at all. Yes, it happened. But well, that's gonna be all for today, guys. We'll meet back next weekend, as I said, if I'm not wrong, in the Australian Grand Prix. So thanks all for being in the stream. It's always nice to have a lot of comments filling in the commentary box. Hope to have you back next weekend, and goodbye.